Ba 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 doo ba ba. Hello to you and you and you and you. I'm so glad you're here. Ha.
Today's theme is Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year.
For this song, right now, I would love you to simply share with us something that makes you happy. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's because of Chinese New Year. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's because of Chinese Happy New Year. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's Chinese New Year. Food. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from food. Oh, those two go together because it's a feast. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from reading. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, oh, maybe it's because of me. I want to show it. See that smile? I want to smile so you see that I'm happy. It's Happy New Year for Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. All right, let's see. Feast for the new year tonight. Yeah. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from the feast. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from mangoes. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from a book. Let's see your smile. Hi friends, hey David, good to see you friend, it's been a while. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from Friends. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from Build the Bears. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, maybe it's from Valentine's Day coming up soon. Friends, I love it. You, right here, interacting with us, that makes me happy. Thanks for being here. Keep this song going. Keep singing. Sing it to a friend. Sing it to a family member. Call somebody and go, hey friend, if you're happy and you know it. Oh, we got more puppets. Oh, David, now we're talking. Fellow puppeteer, indeed. Man, I could keep this going all day, but I should probably wrap it up. So, keep it going later. Right now, it's time for a message from Moby.
Chinese New Year is the most important holiday in China. Tied to the Chinese lunar calendar for 2021, Chinese New Year will begin on February 12. It's a time for a family to be together for feasting. With the popular addition of the Western calendar in 1912, the Chinese joined in celebrating January 1 as New Year's. However, the official Chinese New Year, the lunar calendar, begins February 12.
This year, it begins February 12. It varies throughout the calendar year. So cool, so cool. Oh, what's this? Unless speaking to a Chinese person, please go. Oh, I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you. And that was a conversation before the show. Can you put that back? Let's put that back up. I want to really mention it. Let's hear this. Yes, you're right. Lunar New Year. Thank you, friends. Indeed. In fact, let's chat more. We'll chat more about that later in the program. You kind of read our mind a little bit before the show. Good. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, let's see. It's time for today's 3-sentence story. Beginning, middle, end. And the 3 words come from you. They do. So, who's got an idea for a word? We love nouns, person, place, or thing. In the first sentence, I'll set the scene. In the second sentence, there will be a problem. No! And in the third sentence, what do? We solve the problem. We do. Indeed. All right, so let's see where today's story takes us. This is what makes it so fun. We don't know where the story's going to begin. We don't know what the problem will be. And we don't know the solution because it all depends on working together to create these spontaneous short stories. Now, they could become longer stories because, this could just be the start. Writing takes time. But this will be our start, our 3-sentence story. It could be expanded. This could be the start. This could be one little sparkling of an idea that we take further in a different way. Who knows? Okay, puzzle. All right, here we go. Puzzle. I sat down and decided I was going to finish a 5,000-piece puzzle. Ho, ho, ho! Man, oh man. Now, We know that this story is about trying to finish a 5,000-piece puzzle. We don't quite know the exact environment. Maybe the design, the illustration will show. We could put it in words. I could have stated the room, the place. But right now, we just know we've got a 5,000 puzzle to finish. Uh-oh. There's a problem! No! Chicken! Chicken is the problem. Okay, let's see. I sat down and was determined to finish a 5,000-piece puzzle. I got to the second to last piece when a chicken came and ate it. No! I was 2 pieces away. Whew, could have been worse. It could have been the last piece. But either way, I guess still I'm going to be missing 1 piece. Oh! Oh man, I don't know how we're going to solve this one, friends. I do not know, truly, because the chicken ate the second to last piece. Was it Moby? Moby! Was that you? No! Oh, he said it wasn't him. Let's see. But, I don't know. How do we solve this problem? There's 1 missing piece. I've got some ideas. Oh, dragon. Dragon. Okay, here we go. Okay. I sat down determined to finish a 5,000-piece puzzle. I was on the second to last piece when a chicken came by and ate it. Up in the sky, a dragon flew by and with a fiery breath built an exact replica of the missing piece and welded it together into the puzzle. What do you think about that? This dragon, do they weld? I don't know if a dragon can weld. This fire is connected to welding, but I'm not sure how the fire really connected to the... But either way, that's what's cool about stories, is our imagination. We can create, we can, you know what I'm saying. We've got our rough draft. The puzzle, the chicken, the dragon, the solution. All right, friends. It's time to go to Nia in the HBCU Wimage Lab to see what she's got going for today's Wimage. Hi, Nia.
Hi, Wimee. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Good, good. The dragon saved the day with the... And the piece
I
was
know.
created.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Teamwork, right?
Right?
Teamwork.
Exactly.
And save the day.
Love it.
So let me show you guys what I have, and like always, we can always add together, right?
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. So I have the puzzle here in the corner. We have the chicken with the piece that he took. Wimee has a question mark because I would think that I would be flustered and like a little confused. Like, why did you take my puzzle piece, you know?
All right.
And then we have the dragon and the fire. So what should we add to the background? What do you guys think?
Yeah, friends at home, who's got an idea? What could we add? Something for the background? Nia mentioned. I'm thinking of maybe... lanterns, like the lights. Yeah. Lights, kind of a nice back. Oh, and a fireman? Oh, fireman, in case the dragon fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe the firemen are on their way.
Just in case, right?
Just in case, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So maybe let's add a fire truck too. They'll come in on a fire truck down, maybe coming up the street.
While you're working on that, Nia, friends, you can download the Wimage app for free. It's in the Apple Store. You can create your very own Wimage, just like Nia is doing for today's Wimage. We're going to add a fireman, maybe a fire truck, some lanterns. Oh, some water, too. Let's see. Oh, there's a truck.
Maybe I'm thinking, if we add water, where would the water come from? Maybe it's raining. Who knows? Let's add some rain.
Okay.
Add some
I like
rain.
it.
Maybe the rain from the cloud. Let's do that.
Raindrops are falling on the puzzle. I think dragons like rain. I don't know if they find it refreshing or if they feel it interferes.
Yeah, I wonder. What they think about the rain. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a look at your update here in a moment, and then at the end of the show, we'll see if you continue to add and rearrange, because, friends, you can change and add and change colors and scope and scale.
So I'll show you guys at the party, and we'll all see it. Alrighty.
That sounds great. We will see you soon, Nia. I love it. Friends, today we get to find out how to say today's words in Mandarin Chinese. It's time for Language Explorers, and today we've got Holly. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Wimee. Hi, Kevin. Happy Lunar New Year.
Happy New Year, Lunar New Year's to you. So, what do you think for today's? Ooh, let's see.
Word.
Whoa.
The first word is puzzle, and you pronounce it as pin-tu. Pin-tu.
Nice.
So, pin-tu, to piece together a picture.
Ooh, I love it.
What a puzzle means in Chinese, and that's what it pretty much means. And
Yeah, this is
what
exactly
you're due for a
what
puzzle
we're
anyway.
doing.
You're putting a picture together.
That's perfect. It makes so much
And
sense.
then the second one is chicken. Chi.
I love it.
And then dragon. Long.
Nice. Wow. I love it. I noticed those translations today were shorter. Sometimes the
Sure.
translations are longer and sometimes they're shorter.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
it's
the
so
people,
cool.
they add really interesting words. I would never think I would know it in Chinese. And so even though Chinese isn't my native language, I'm still learning every day.
I love it. I love it so much. I think it's so great. And, right now, we are about to continue to learn more from you. And it's going to go... Wait. Let me... I got to check with producer Backstage. So, right, we're going to... Yeah, hey, you know what? I'm going to bring... Here's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Hi. Let's see here. We've done the words, the language, and it's time for, right, Wime's friends. Is that right, Steph? Yeah. That's what I was doing. I was on the right track, I think. All right, I digress. Anyways, friends, it's time for my friends. Wait, I think I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna do something very specific. I want to make sure I got things correct. Steph, could you help me out? What am I missing? What did I think I missed a memo.
You did not miss a memo. Hi, friends.
Hi.
I am just looking for something backstage to make the show nice and smooth, and I
nice and
just
smooth.
couldn't find it. It's not here, so we're just gonna keep
sure?
going. I am sure this
Well, that's
image that I wanted to show is not here. So
Is it
anyway.
the Wimee friend graphic?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to smile and do some music, and I will make the introduction live. Ready?
Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, now that explains why I was confused. It's all good. Okay, thank you, Steph. Okay, I'm going to now pretend this is the animation graphic of me singing Wime's friends. And now it's time for my friends.
Hi!
Hey, Holly! Welcome back.
Hi! It's great to be back.
It's been a while. Yeah, and our friend David's right there too. Hi, David. Whew. So there's a lot of things going through my brain for a minute there. I almost had the short circuit right here.
Oh no, we don't want that, do we?
No. I'm good. So we're so excited, Holly, that today not only did you translate the words, but we get to learn from you about Lunar New Year. In fact, may I ask a question right away?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Lunar New Year, we know Chinese New Year is based on the lunar calendar. And for myself and for our friends at home, could you share more insight on the phrasing in those details?
Yes, so
Great.
as, was it Stephen and Melissa, they're correct. Lunar New Year is not just celebrated by Chinese people, it's celebrated by a lot of people in Asia and outside of Asia. And so it is better to call it Lunar New Year because it is based on the lunar calendar.
Yes. I love it. That makes sense, and I appreciate it. Because you're right, there's different countries, right, that celebrate New Year based on the lunar calendar.
Too, since it's not just a Chinese-dominated holiday.
Got it. That makes perfect sense. Thank you for clarifying. All right, so we're ready to learn from you things that you can share and teach us about this wonderful holiday.
So as you see, I'm wearing red today. Wearing red is a very, very important thing to do on Chinese New Year, and there's a reason why a lot of people wear red. So there's a myth. In ancient Chinese culture, there was a creature called the Nian. And the Nian was a monster that used to eat people. And every New Year's Eve, he would come down from the mountains and he would gobble up people. And people were scared. They would hide in their houses. And so one day, there was an old man, because there's many different stories about different versions of it. There was an old man, and he was wearing red. And then Yan came down, and he saw the guy wearing red, and he got so scared, he ran away. And so since then, people started wearing red for Chinese New Year. They started putting signs on their doors, and it's Lunar New Year, sorry, my mistake, Lunar New Year. And they do that as a way to bring in good luck. So wearing red is very, very, very important, especially if you can buy new clothes to wear red. Yeah.
Got it. That is fascinating to hear the story, the myth. And do you have a rough idea how far back? It probably a long time, right? The myth.
Oh my goodness, I'm not sure, but I'd say thousands and thousands of years old. About maybe 3,000 to 5,000.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, could you tell us more on how celebrations are done for Lunar New Year?
One special thing about Lunar New Year is getting red envelopes full of money.
Woo!
And the kids, they go up to adults and they wish them Happy New Year. And the parents or the adult will give them a red envelope full of money.
That's fantastic. I bet that's fun. Fun part of the celebration, right? And meals, any certain food or traditions, or does that vary? Probably?
Yeah, there's different traditions. So because I lived in China for 3 years, I celebrated 3 years worth of Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year holiday when I was there. And in the north, people, they eat dumplings more than they eat in the south. So It depends on where you are at in China. So northern people way up north, they eat dumplings. In the south, they eat something called tangyuan, which is rice dumpling, kind of like a rice dumpling, and that's a little sweeter. Inside is black sesame seeds and sugar. You can add peanuts too. It's so good. They're so good.
It sounds so delicious. Wow. Wow. Hey, I want to quick also mention or ask, I bet, right, we talked about Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year. In other countries, right, there might be other traditions and foods, right, in different countries that celebrate Lunar New Year, right?
Yes, so I'm just talking about China and Chinese traditions because I lived there for 3 years, and also I've been studying Chinese and language and cultures for a long time now. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not familiar with other countries and foods.
Gotcha. No, I love what you're sharing and teaching us, and that's what I'm excited to learn from you, and I thought I would add that. But tell us more from what do you have a particular memory from when you lived in China celebrating?
My first Lunar New Year, I went to Hainan, and that is considered the Hawaii of China, and it's around 75 degrees Fahrenheit around this time of the year. Sunny every single day. There's the beach, and when I went, that was my first time going to the ocean, and I was so excited. I miss eating seafood. It's lots of fun.
Wow. Hey, we've got some photos actually, and one of them includes a photo. So as we continue to talk, tell us what we see here.
So those lights were up in northern China, and I went there 2 years ago. And here's some dumplings that I made 2 years ago in the north. And there's me at the beach. It's my first time putting my feet in the ocean. This light festival is in a city called Datong. And Datong is a small town in northern China. One of my really good friends lives up there. And she invited me because they have a light festival around Lunar New Year. Wow. That's very beautiful. It was cold, but beautiful.
Oh, that's not, like you said earlier, right? So different parts of the country, right, have different temperatures and climates. And, man, those photos were beautiful. We saw food, we saw color, we saw lights. Man, wow. Thank you for sending those photos. And now, you sent us a really cool video, too. We're going to play this. And tell us what we're seeing here.
So this is a very traditional way to make the tangyuan, which I told you about. They are making the rice. I'm trying to think. It's like the outside of the rice dumpling. They're using it with rice and water, and you put the rice and water in, and you spin that device around, and it crushes the rice really thin to make that sticky kind of texture for the rice dumpling.
Man, I am getting really hungry with thinking of this delicious food and the celebrations. And yeah, right? Wow, it's so cool. All that you're sharing with us and teaching us. So, Miss Holly, thank you so much for sharing with us. Do you have any, I'm sure there's different songs and art and people, I bet if they go online and research, right, more about the holiday, I bet they can find lots of good stuff, right?
So there's a very common saying that you can say. I'll just teach you guys real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope my pronunciation is good.
Okay.
恭喜发财. It means like hope you get rich or hope you have a prosperous new year. It's a saying that kids say to get a red envelope. So if you want a red envelope, you go up to an adult and you say 恭喜发财, and then they will get a red envelope.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love the word you use, prosperous, like to a new year, to new, right? That's great. Awesome. Well, Miss Holly, thanks so much. I enjoyed having you teach us, and we're going to see you a little bit too, I know, so stay tuned. Friends, we get to chat with cool kids, and right now, it's time for today's Kid Chat. Hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Welcome. Now, Miss Holly and Claire, you two know each other, and so we wanted to have all of us here together. Claire, I know you live in New Jersey right now, but will you tell us where were you born, Claire?
In China.
In China, love it. And could you share with us some of what's important to you when you celebrate Lunar New Year and specifically Chinese New Year for your family, right?
Yeah. I come from China. I love making friends with kids. Now it is a Chinese New Year. We also call it Spring Festival. Spring Festival is a traditional festival in China. We yearly celebrate it 15 days.
That's so beautiful. 15 days of celebration. Wow, Miss Holly, that is awesome.
Yep.
Miss Holly, what does that make you think of with 15 days or thoughts or questions that you might have for Claire?
Let's see, I didn't include that. That's really great information. Thanks for sharing that with us, Claire. I almost forgot it's 15 days. So each day has a different day of celebration. There is actually a day to celebrate dogs.
Oh, do you like dogs, Claire?
Yes.
Do you have any favorite animals? What is one of your favorite animals?
My favorite animal is bird.
Oh, birds. I like birds too. So are there different animals throughout the celebration that you think of or feature? Or Miss Holly, you said, right, dog specifically?
Yeah,
are there other?
I can't remember the day. I do remember there is a day to celebrate dogs. There's so many cool things to know, right? I think I was doing a little bit of research in each lunar year. Is there a different animal that is celebrated and featured that year? What, Claire, do you know what animal this year is being featured?
No.
I think it's the ox.
Ow.
Say that again, Claire?
Ow.
I think, right? Are we thinking yeah, I love it. Awesome. Well, Claire, what else would you like to share with us about this celebration? Do you have something else you want to share? I put you on the spot.
I would like to That's awful firework.
Fireworks. Oh, I bet they're beautiful.
And Claire, can you tell us why we light fireworks for Lunar New Year, for Spring Festival?
Scare away monsters.
Uh-huh.
Scare away the monster. Oh, Miss Holly was telling us about that. Wow. And do you have a red envelope this to celebrate?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's right there. Wow, this is so beautiful. And what do you say when you present that to an adult?
I give them money.
Such a cool time to celebrate, and I love it. And I love your shirt. I think that's a cool design I see there. It's fun. Well, Claire, thank you so much for being on our program today.
Wow.
Thanks, Claire. We'll see you at the dance party. Hoo-hoo, all right, Holly, Claire, friends. Oh, so cool. I love it. Well, friends, right now, it's time for Minute with Michael. Hi, friend.
Happy Lunar New Year.
Indeed. Happy Lunar New Year to you and all of our friends.
Yes, that's awesome. Holly, thank you so much for sharing that wonderful information about such a historic tradition. I remember growing up in New York and, pre-COVID, New Yorkers would have a blast celebrating the Chinese New Year. Right? Did I correctly reference that?
Yep. I'm glad we can clarify again too. Right? Lunar New Year is the holiday, and it's celebrated in China and different parts of the world.
Okay.
So it's accurate to say Chinese New Year, but there's also the bigger scope of including any country and everybody who celebrates Lunar New Year, because that's how the celebration is based on.
That's awesome.
Calendar.
Yeah, let's be inclusive. Let's recognize everybody around the world, and I'm sure there are Americans who celebrate it, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What a great show, and Claire was awesome. Where is she at right now?
Claire and her family currently live in New Jersey.
New Jersey, nice. So not too far from New York, where I'm from.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, hey, friends, you know what? I forgot something. You know what I forgot? Did you catch the flow, Michael? What did I forget?
You forgot a joke.
Yeah! Let's have Laughing with Keller, then we'll check in to see what Nia's got for the Wimage Lab update, and then the dance party. So, time for Laughing with Keller.
What is a dragon's favorite snack? Firecrackers.
Let's go right to Nia.
That was funny.
Let's go right to Nia. Nia, do you have an update?
Of course I do.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew you did. Let's see.
So, all right, the chicken has some food there. We have the red envelope that Wimee has. Somebody has the Chinese flag. And then I just added some thunder, some raindrops, and some different clouds,
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. All the details added. Good stuff. All right, friends, let's get right to our dance party. Let's bring in Holly. Let's bring in Claire. Let's start the music. Oh, I bet Stephanie might join us too. There she is. Thanks for running the show, Steph. Let's dance. Thanks, Claire and family. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Wimee's Words is brought to you by Kent District Library and Wimage, with additional support by these great partners. Live weekdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.